go straight into it. Happy Friday, by the way. Let me know where you're connecting from. Today, we're going to be talking about if you're struggling with savings, you are struggling to save, right? I did a video earlier about saving. Like, this is somebody's income for the past maybe 10 hours. You have worked this is somebody's income for a day. Some people earn this a day. $100 is what they get a day. $200 is what they get in 2 days. And maybe in a whole week, they get $400. That's some people's income. Or $300 is what they get for a whole week, right? And it simply means that 40 hours of your life, you have traded it for money. That's basically what it means. 40 hours of your life, you've traded it for money. And when you trade it for money, what should you do in return? What should you do with that money? You should think about it in such a way that you put it towards something that is important, right? Let's assume that you get $300. Okay? And today we're going to even be using some cash to do the illustration. Okay? We're going to be putting cash for the illustration. Let's even do this. All right. Okay. So today we're talking about the 4-account system. The 4-account system that's going to help you build wealth. The 4-account system. Number one, the first account is your income account. Your income account is simply the account where your income goes into. Okay? Where your income goes into. And thank you. And let me not sure what's going on, but let's see. Let's have some of our people here. Welcome. Because we'll go straight into it. Okay? All right. So first of all, you need to have 4-account system, right? You're getting your paycheck. This is your paycheck. You've gotten your paycheck from the employer. This is 40 hours of your life. All right? You've gotten your paycheck today. What should you do? Or what will I do? Welcome the YouTube community. We are talking about the 4-account system. You're struggling to save. If you are struggling to save, a lot of people are struggling to save as of today. Okay? They're struggling to save not because it's their fault. It's because nobody taught us. And so if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and I help professionals to build wealth. Understanding, let me know where you're connecting from, by the way. And if you are yet to subscribe, you're meeting me for the first time, you want to subscribe, consider subscribing, because this is going to help you. These are real life situations, okay? So today, some of us have gotten our paycheck. Everyone is excited. This is your paycheck, right? This is 40 hours of your life, right? That somebody has given you. You have traded that time, the time that you're supposed to be at work doing something. Can you say hi, please? Hi, Carrie. How are you? I did say that don't show off your money. Oh, no, I'm not showing off. I am just saying that somebody got a paycheck. I did post something earlier, right? I did post something earlier where I did say that that's okay. Just go ahead and just okay. Go ahead and okay, fantastic, Cody. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can learn how to build wealth. Okay, that's what we talk about. And today it's about you saving, right? You saving. And it's important we understand when you see that there's a value towards money. And thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for the follow. And thank you for this is 40 hours of somebody's life. 40 hours. And when you get this 40 hours, remember these 40 hours, you can be using it for something else. But guess what? You decided to work. And now that you have worked, you decided to trade your time you decided to give your life, that 40 hours that you could have used somewhere else. You decided that, okay, you know what? I'm going to get money, which is absolutely fantastic. That's the way to go. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for sharing. This is the way to go because we're taught a skill. Either you're a medical doctor, you're a lawyer, you are an HVAC technician, electrician, anything that you do, there's value and dignity in labor. You have worked and you have been paid. However, because you have traded your life for that money, right? What should you do with that money? You should treat it nicely. You shouldn't waste it because always think about money as your time. Money is basically time. Time is money. Okay. So, and that's why I have like these money today. Some people already got the paycheck. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so. Now, this is somebody's 40 hours of somebody's life that you cannot gain back to again. It's gone. February, this is February, March the 13th. From 7th from 8th of February till the 13th, you were paid this amount and you cannot get that life again. Now, why is this very important? It is important you save some of this money because it's just the same way you guys are just very interested. All right, consider subscribing if you haven't, right? So you need to take that money and you're going to save it in good places. You need to save it. You need to learn how to save. You want to save it. That is what is going to help you build wealth. Okay, so think about it. The four account system, because what I've seen with most Megan, how are you? What I've seen with most professionals, especially or most people that make income, whenever the income comes, but they're just spending it, they do not realize that their income, it's just about their life. Basically, they have forgotten about that. So what should you do? Always pay yourself first. That's what I always say. Pay yourself first. Thank you for all for subscribing to the channel because this is going to help you. Whenever you get the money, take some of it. Do not spend everything. Take some of it. Put it what? You put it in your savings account, right? Savings account is number one. You are paying yourself, understanding that it is only savings that is going to help you build wealth. Thank you all for sharing the life and thank you for the follow. It's the savings that is going to help you build wealth, nothing else. Out of all this money that is here, it is just this one that is going to build wealth. And how does it build wealth? We're going to talk about that. So, what do you do with the other orders? Number one of the first accounts that you need to have, and these are literal accounts that you need to have. The first account that you need to have is your income account because your salary, everything comes into one account. So, like, what's it called? Like a Bank of America Chase, if you're in North America, if you there's a bank, you have or your general bank, whatever bank in whatever country that you are in, right? You have an account where your salary goes to, your paycheck goes to every single month or every 2 weeks. Once that your paycheck goes in there, a lot of people, what they do is that they take that money and they start distributing it. They start using it to pay bills. And that is where the error comes from. And that's why you realize that, okay, my money comes in and, I really don't know what happened to the money and it's all gone. Thank you all for subscribing and thank you all for sharing the life. Okay. You realize that the money is all gone and you're wondering, what's going on? I'm working so hard. I can't even save. I can't do anything. And you realize that you are struggling. So the first account that you want to have, number one is the income account where your paycheck goes to. Number two is your bills account. And this is like the literal account, an account where all of your bills, your basic needs, what are your basic needs? Your housing, your rent, your housing, which is rent or mortgage, your utilities, your car note or transportation, bus pass, all of that, and of course your groceries. Those four things. If you notice, I did not say, oh, those expensive purse. I didn't talk about that today. I basically said about all of those four things that you really basically need. That's your basic need, and that's what goes into your bills account. What do? You automate some of the payments. Okay, like I said, this is your full paycheck that goes into the income account. That's one account. Then there's the other account that you're going to be having, which is basically your bills account. So let's assume the bill is this: your utilities, your rent, your housing, all of that is this amount. You put it to the side. That is another account that you're opening outrightly. From there, all your bills are paid. from that account. Then the second account, the third account that you need to have is what? Your savings account. Now, what is your savings account? Your savings account is simply in case your income is no longer there, you are still able to take care of yourself. Sweet Dawn, welcome. You're still able to take care of yourself. That is for your emergency funds, okay? Where it takes care of your bill for 1 month, just in case there's no income again, you can still take care of yourself. Your bill for 1 month, you open a different account, and that account is your high-yield savings account. What's an high-yield savings account? An high-yield savings account is a regular bank account, but the only difference is that these accounts are going to be returned, they return between 3 to 5%. 3 to 5% is what it returns. Okay. So thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. And uh thank you all for sharing. Okay. So that's the third account, your emergency fund, all of your basic needs for at least 1 month. That is what you put in that account. Then the fourth account that you need to have, out of everything, remember the third account we talked about the first one, meaning your salary account that comes in, which is your income account. Number two, we talked about the bills account, your four basic needs: housing, housing, utilities, grocery, and transportation. Those four things for 1 month, but the goal is at the end of the day, you have 3 months to 6 months. 3 to 6 months is what you need to have. Okay. So that's the second account. The third account that you need to have is your savings account. That emergency fund for 1 month, right? For 1 month, that you're going to put it in that account. And when you put it in that account, that's how that particular account is going to take care of you in a situation where the income doesn't come through. Okay. So you don't have to go into debt because there's a loss of job or there's a loss of income or something. You are still able to take care of yourself. And that's the third one. But guess what? The Out of all these ones, they are all expenses. Everything. The only one out of the four accounts that help you to build wealth is your wealth account. And that's the one that is the most important and that's the one that is the most downplayed in everything. A lot of times, every other person will take care of the income, they will take care of the bill, but they never take care of the wealth. They never pay themselves. And I call it the wealth account. What's a wealth account? A wealth account is basically your investment account. Thank you for subscribing to the channel if you haven't, because you're going to be learning things, ways of building wealth. Okay. Your wealth account is going to help you build wealth. Okay. Because that is the only amount that you will put in an account. When you put it in an account, that same account is going to grow. Every other thing is an expense. Every other thing that we've talked about, every other three accounts, they are expense account. But this one, the wealth account, is the only account that was going to build wealth. And what's a wealth account? And I'm going to put it into it. What is a wealth account? A wealth account simply means you take some of the money, your income. Think about it as 401k, like your retirement account. So you are taking care of your future. You are having a brokerage account. You are putting some money towards assets that is going to return investment. Assets that will return investment. These are supposed to be something like real estate, something that you put it in businesses. Those are ways that you can actually grow wealth. Remember, every other account is just an expense. Now, this is what happens a lot of time. People, you get your paycheck, guess what? We put it in one account, and that's it. And the money, we just leave it there. We start taking money from there every single month. And before you know it, by day 4, the money is gone. And you're wondering, why did I even work? I worked my own 40 hours, but guess what? See where I am. I don't even have money anymore. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I am struggling. That's because you did not put structure to your money. If you put structure, what you realize is that when you get that, when you pay yourself, like you have your wealth account, because this is the only one that you put towards investment. If you let assume that you keep saving it and you start stacking it away in simple ETFs, right? Or index funds, which is where the multimillionaires and the billionaires, where they put their money. You put your money there, and like an S&P 500 returns 8 to 12% year in, year, I mean, averagely for the past 10, 20, 30 years. So it simply means that out of all this money that we have gotten, all these ones have gone towards expenses, all these ones have gone towards bills, it's gone towards your emergency fund. This is now the one when you put it towards, and you put it in and towards, let's say S&P 500. You put, let's assume you put $1,000 towards S&P 500. It returned 18% last year. This is almost like guaranteed, almost, because averagely, you can Google it yourself, S&P 500, and it simply means the top 500 companies in the United States. All top 500 companies. So it means that all, if you're talking about a Google, you're talking about Meta, you're talking about Amazon, you're talking about all of these top companies, you're talking about Nvidia, all of these top companies are the ones in this basket of funds. Whenever you buy it, let's assume you put $100 towards it. That $100, you can buy all of these 500 companies. And the last year, it returned 18%. That's what it returned. Years past is returned. There years when it returned less than 4%, returned 4%, and years when it returned 32%. But in the past 30 years, it's averagely, the average is between 8 and 12%. And that's why people always say that it's a safe investment. Hey, Stephanie, welcome here. We're talking about if you are struggling to save using the four account system. Thank you for the daily admin. Using the four account system. And Stephanie, you we need to connect. Maybe if you can today, so that we can talk about where you are at on your real estate journey. We need to talk about that. Okay. So, but as you have gotten your paycheck today, the first four things you want to do is making sure that you are distributing, automating that payment to go into different accounts. One goes towards your bill, okay? Have a credit card attached to that account, right? For your bills. Number two, you have the money also, some of them channeled towards your emergency fund. The goal is that the first account, the first one, it should be towards what? It should be towards you aiming towards 1 month, 1 month of emergency fund of your four walls. Okay, your housing, your housing, which is rent or mortgage, your utilities, your car notes, and of course your what's the other word? Your car notes or transportation, and of course the groceries that come with it. That is the number one. That's the second account that you need to have. But the goal is that you need to get it to 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months, okay, as you get your paycheck today, because I did do the video where I did say that, this is somebody's 40 hours, somebody's 10 hours. This is like somebody's 10 hours, right? Shouldn't you take care of that money, right? Shouldn't you take care of that life because you traded your life for that money? So but this account system is going to definitely help you. You're going to be using, just set it up and let it go. Like, set it like a clockwork. Every single paycheck, as your paycheck is coming in, fund your bills account, which is your basic needs, right? Those four things for the month. Fund it. Number two, have it your IU savings account for your emergency fund. But most importantly, have your wealth account. Have number one, have your 401k account. Number two, have your Roth IRA. Number three, then have a brokerage, okay? And then start building it. And where do you put it? And you're wondering what sort of account is that? Post the newly generated, like most. Okay. So no, how do you open this? Go get a Vanguard account, Fidelity or Schwab, any of those three accounts, or get Robinhood, any of those. Just open it and get your Roth IRA. Get your Roth IRA right there. And secondly, also get another account for brokerage. Then lastly, put another account for what's the third one? I mean, also have your 401k, match it to the level that your employer is actually contributing. Okay, that is actually matching. That's what you do, and that's how you build wealth. And then once the money start growing, put it into real estate. Put some of them into real estate, because real estate is one of the asset class that pays you in four different ways. And then you're wondering, so Dr. Lina, how do you, um, in what percentages should you split this money, right? Because we said we are going to automate it. So I always say that if it's possible, let your goal be that the wealth, like your wealth account, should be almost 50%. Remember, it is called wealth account for a reason, because out of all these four accounts listed, that's the only account that will help you build wealth. So if you want financial freedom quicker, you want to retire on time, or you want to have financial peace, you want to have much money, right? Put some more. And thank you all for sharing the live. Thank you so much for the likes. And thank you for subscribing, and thank you for the follow. So what do you want to put as you can in your wealth account? Because there's a reason why it is called wealth account. It is going to take care of you. It is going to take care of you in your present, and it's going to take care of you in your future. Okay, in your present and in your future is going to both take care of you. Okay, because every other one is a liability. Your wealth account, you're putting it towards asset. When you put it towards asset, those assets will start generating funds for you. It will become additional income for you that you can build. And really, that is how you can start saving. Okay, immediate thing that you can start doing right now is just go and look at your account. Do like the do an account audit. Just do an account audit. What do you mean by account audit? The past 60 days, take your bank statement and review it. Understand where your money is going into. That's the immediate thing you can do. And then you can be able to determine this is how much I can save, or this is how much I cannot save. However, at least determine what is your bill. So you need to, because some of us don't know how much our bill is. You don't know if your bill is 3,000 or if it's 1,000. You don't know. You're just spending the money from your income account. And that is why you lack structure. That is why, because of that lack of structure, that is the reason why some of us are struggling when it comes to saving, and we're struggling when it comes to money, because there's no structure. And money that you do not give direction, trust me, it will give itself direction. Money that you don't give direction will give itself direction. So I want us to understand that. So how do you give that money direction? The four account system will help you give your money direction. That four account system will help your money build traction. It will help your money grow. Okay? Okay? Because you are giving it direction. You're saying that, all right, this money as you are coming in, it's $1,000, and you're saying, okay, as this money is coming in, this one is already going towards the bill. This, and you're not doing anything extra. You just say, go towards this bill, go towards the saving, and this one goes towards my wealth building. Just be my wealth builder. That's why you want to put so much more in your wealth building portfolio. So put 50% if you can, or let it just be your goal for your wealth building, right? And then the second part of it is your savings, your high yield savings account. First of all, target, make it like 5%. Let it grow. Remember, once you get into the 1 month, first of all, you can pause and start growing your wealth account again. But ultimately, the one that is going to make you or break you, okay, is your bills account, and your bills account and your bills account and your income. Because remember, your income is here. If your bill is the same thing, you won't even have anything for savings or for investing. You won't have anything for savings account or wealth account. And that's the biggest thing why you see a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. All right. All right. So it's going to probably be a quick one today. Let me know, is there any question? Or Stephanie, are you able to come up? I just wanted to check where you're at on the, like your search journey. I want to know if you can. I know you might be at work, but if you can, I can send you an invite. Let me know if you're able to. Maya Listek, how are you? Walter Bikondo, welcome. Or whoever wants to come up, let's talk about this. Let's talk about What do you think? What's that struggle that you have? Oh, you cannot talk. That's fine. What's that struggle that you have when it comes to investing? Yeah, what's that one struggle that you have when it comes to investing? Yeah, I sent the invite before, before you said that. What's that one thing that is holding you back from investing? Or what's that struggle that you have when it comes to saving? Okay? Because I have seen that, it's a structure issue. People, have problem with structuring their money. Those are things that happens with your AY. Welcome. People struggle when it comes to their income, and it's because they have not given their money structure. So the question is, what's one problem that you have? Two questions. What is the issue with you? What problems do you have with savings? Why are you struggling with saving? That's one. And number two, why are you struggling with investing? Understanding that savings is one step to building savings. If you don't save, there's no way you can invest, right? So, and if you don't invest, there's no way you can build wealth. It's one to the next. They're like, and if you don't invest, it means that you cannot have financial freedom. So, what is holding you back from saving, and what is holding you back from investing? And I would invite anyone, AY, I sent an invite to everyone, whoever wants to come up so that we can talk about this. I was hoping that we can have people talk on the, more of having a panel. Mayalistic, you want to come up? And Mayalistic, I know I've seen you a couple of times here. And Walter, do you want to come up? Anybody wants to come up on the panel? I sent an invite, or you can just send an invite. I will just add you. Oh, you don't want to come up? That's fine. That is fine. So, what is that reason? Why do people don't want to save? Why understanding that is savings is your enabler. All right, savings is your enabler to wealth building. Savings is this way: savings, investing or assets, and then you get cash flow, then you get freedom, right? So, what's one thing that's holding us from that, from wanting to save? All right, from wanting to save. What's that thing? And I just want us to talk about that. And really, when it comes to the four account system, those are really the account systems that you should have. Those four accounts, if you have those accounts, what you realize is that you'll be able to almost budget, but that budgeting is actually in real time. So it's not just on paper, it's actionable. Okay, so you're getting your paycheck, you are not even seeing it. Just think about your taxes and your 401k, because they've deducted it from the source. What happens? You just realize that, okay, you know what, every single month you're just, that all of these things have been funded, you've taken care of it, and that's it, and you're fine. So if somebody comes with, oh, you know what, somebody says, oh, I have a party, you need to think about this, you need to already think, have you taken care of every other thing? You will not, it was going to reduce impulse buying. It's going to help you reduce competition. And then guess what? It's going to give you financial peace. And it's also going to help you to understand that, you know what? I'm building something. I am building wealth. Because you realize that you have funded everything. You have funded every area of your life. And once you realize that you are funded, even when you now have extra, you now know that, okay, with this extra, I can take care of myself. With this extra, I can splurge if I want to splurge. But if you have not taken care of all of those things, then it's just difficult for you just realize that you are just working like a clockwork and you don't know where the money is going to. But when you have the structure, like it's coming, purpose, welcome. How are you, Links? Welcome. When you realize that all this payments, you get your paycheck today, right? You get your paycheck today and you realize that, okay, that paycheck, it comes in fantastic. and then you see that okay, some of this money you're putting it towards it's automated. It's not even coming to you. It's not just sitting there because humans, when you see money in your account just sitting there, there's just the there's just this thing about, you know what, I want to just spend. You just have impulse buying. That's when you think that okay, you know what, oh, I have this craving, the craving that you did not have before the paycheck came in. But the minute your paycheck comes in, then you start having cravings for this, cravings for that. Before you know it, you've already ordered this on City Shop. There was somebody that joined this live and said, since I joined this live, this is the first time in 2 weeks that I've not ordered something on City Shop. And I'm like, okay, is that good? That's a good thing. But in exchange of that, get a book, get books that would help you. All right, because ultimately the goal is about building wealth. But these four account system, I can tell you, I can guarantee the system for my other accounts, that's what I have. And it has really helped me versus having everything in one place. So have the account, okay, and then every single month, by day 4 or day 5, these income accounts should be almost zero. It should be close to zero because you have sent automated. Some of it has already gone towards your bill. Some of it has already gone towards your savings, which is for emergency fund. And of course, the main one is already gone towards you building wealth, and you are already making the money work harder than you do. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Any questions?